Please make some noise for Robert Green and Baiba. I know, right? I mean, we're definitely going to be talking a little bit about this. So I know I just gave you, and obviously we know who these two beautiful human beings are, but could you just give yourself a brief introduction of just who you are, where you're from, into the mic, because we are recording all this. Thank you.
My name is Robert Green. I am originally from North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. I moved to LA like 10 years ago now, which feels crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to start my career and kind of really go for it and set after a really big dream. And I'm kind of still on that journey, but you know, dreams grow, experiences grow, and we grow.
We grow, exactly.
Yes.
Welcome, Robert.
Yes. I was like, why is it so
Is this thing on? Hello?
Hi, everyone. My name is Baiba. I'm from Latvia. I hope you know where that is. I just feel... There's so much in my mind going on right now. Actually, Fair Play feels like home for me. I started 2012, I think. So it's just also for me the full circle of starting as a student, then becoming teacher, and now also being in the part of the staff. Like it's so nice to experience this, and then now look at you, and maybe some of you will also have this journey as well. So it's just so beautiful to experience this full circle. So. Yeah, my name is Baiba. I think that was the question. I just went somewhere else.
Do your thing. These sessions are designed for you to speak freely, and I'm sure they want to hear everything that goes on in your head. So thank you for sharing. Baiba. Yeah. Each session we try to bring a new topic, and I think with you both, especially through social media, I think I'd love to talk to you about the progress of social media within dance, and also being one representing Europe, one representing the stateside, maybe the differences, and in fashion. But that's a loaded question. There's a lot going on there. So let's first of all start off with, do you think social media is important within this day and age of dance? Or how important do you find it?
Don't just hand it to me. You want to? Or you? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oof. This is a
it's
big
such a loaded.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it important? I think that's up to the person who is using it. Is it useful? Absolutely. Is it, could it be beneficial, like monetary wise? Absolutely. Is it important though? That is up to you. Personally, in this age of dance, you can see how you can pay your bills through social media. Like there are influencers who literally, this is their job. Obviously you guys know this. But for myself personally, I found that I need a healthy balance. So as much as I see that it's useful, I also need like a moment away from it so I don't become like a slave to the thing that honestly is creative and fun for me. Like it's fun to do social media for me. The moment it becomes work, I start having this like weird like short circuit. I'm like it just gets weird for me. But I also know that it's valuable on both sides. So for me, it's like, I'm on the like seesaw, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Like Robert said, I think it's important to know where's the balance, that you just not like force yourself to do it, but I think also the reach that this is your brand and you can spread your brand around the world. You don't need to be in those places, but through social media, you can just, keep like kind of spreading your brand or building your brand. So that helps for sure. But again, just don't force it. I think it should come natural and yeah.
So picking up off the branding, do you think this social media has assisted in both of your brands and where you are today with it? Do you think you've benefited by building your brand through social media?
I mean, definitely. For me, also this other generation when I started, I'm not old, but I've been through, I experienced a lot. So before also, it was definitely less social media thing. It was just YouTube was a thing, but it was also just starting to build. So I started a long time ago. So before, right? So there was no Instagram, no TikTok, just Facebook. Yeah, Facebook was there, MySpace, I don't know, all those things. But so that wasn't like something you focus. You focused on going places because that was the only thing you learned. We didn't have that much videos, social media that we scroll, we can learn, or online things. You had to go places. So it was just more of just physically going, physically taking class, physically exchanging, getting to know people, connecting, as of like, hey, what's your name? My name is Baiba, I'm from there. Rather, oh, hi, you comment and then you follow and then maybe you start DMing or something. But it was a like personal thing, physically, you had to do it. So I grew up with that. And then when the social media came, it just, you kind of like, okay, let's start using this. But I knew it how it was to not use it. So maybe that helps as well. But for me, after UDC, like when the first, I was still a student, so there was quick crew class and Chachi was there as well. So they selected me and Chachi to dance. So then after this video went online, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you the girl with Chachi, like this. So it gave me already like a little bit of recognition of like, but then they didn't know my name because they were just like, you the girl with Chachi. So I was like, my name is Baiba, yeah? But so that was the first thing that kind of, already gave me a bigger recognition. And then after this Eminem collapse video from UDC that went viral and all these like Chris Brown, Fat Joe and they reposted it. And for me, that was a moment like, I just didn't believe that happened because for me, we just recorded the class. The video went online and one day a friend sent me like, Bye, but Tiger reposted your video. I was like, no, probably a fake account or something. Then I checked and I was like, oh, it's actually real. What? I'm a girl from Latvia, just like danced a bit. And that video went so viral. So for the camp and for me, that was like my just blow up, but that was from the social media power, So definitely it has the power to get you places. But it wasn't like I need to make a viral video. So I was just doing already the thing that I would naturally do without thinking, or my intention wasn't, I want to be viral. I just want to dance, I want to train, I want to express, I want to show myself, I want to show who am I in my brand. And that happened, but because of all those other steps were so genuinely just my putting in my passion, rather, being like rushing, I need to be famous, I need to be viral. So again, think of where's your intention and what you put firstly without thinking, oh, I need to get there. And then all that will lead you there automatically. It's just, that's how it happens. So think of where you start, why you start, and put the work in, right intention, and then the rest will follow. But social media does help because I'm here now. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I can't add much to that because she just like hit that on the head. Like, I just completely agree. Authenticity, just be authentic. Like, I myself similarly didn't like create some sort of equation or algorithm to try to get something. I also just posted a video one day and then boom, and like, then Missy Elliott asked me to go to lunch, like in my DMs. Like, I was like, burr, like, so it is so similar. Like, I really agree. Just being authentic does the viral thing. You don't have to be good to be viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be good. So if you put your energy and your focus towards being great, when it does go viral, it also won't be for the wrong reason. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's also kind of scary as well. So, and that's a part of your brand as well. So you just want to make sure you're just focusing on being great. The rest will just figure itself out, Yeah.
Two very good answers. Alongside building your brand along the way, you've both transitioned to almost like fashion, I feel. I feel you both really have taken an interest in that, but could you speak a little bit about that, or even other, what am I trying to say? Other things that have assisted in building your brand besides social media into where you are. Does that make sense? Does that question?
Yeah. I think I've always probably similarly just like love fashion. So like, regardless of like, I chose dance as a career path, but I never lost like my love for fashion. And even when I wasn't dancing, I still love to like put that shit on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, I just love that. I love that so much. And it comes from a place of self-expression, not of like glorification, but like, I just love always expressing myself. And I made some weird choices, but to answer your question more specifically, I think now as a dancer, as a choreographer, etc., whatever, we find ways to implement that into what we're doing always. So now, like, oh my God, and I got like my dream job last year, which is like choreographing for Louis Vuitton, like music. Yes, like.
You can clap. Like, these are great accomplishments. You can.
Just like one of the first like dance commercials that they've really done for like the earbuds and the speakers and a lot of the other things they've done. And so now working with an actual fashion brand, LVMH, and being associated with that, it just feels like a like a match, you know? Yeah, I would say it really, don't close your boxes. Don't close yourself in a box, because if you keep all of your boxes open, I feel like one day all the boxes will come together to make a giant room, and you'll be able to go in any corner and space in that room. That, because now I'm working with like a brand. But had I said no, I gotta make sure that I am a dancer, so every video must be dance. And had I done that, it wouldn't have caught the attention of these people who also saw I had other traits. Keep all of your boxes open so that they can come together.
Nice.
Yes.
What was the question? What fashion?
About your United.
So also, yeah, about the fashion. First of all, also it has to align with your personality and character. For example, when I look at him, I'm like, it makes sense. Like, I see him in the outfit. It's not like he put it to show off and be like that you see him. It just makes sense because his personality like speaks that. It shows that, right? So it has to match. Maybe you feel like, no, I want to be wearing black all the time. I don't know. It's also fine because that's how you feel and it's gonna make sense, you know? So for myself, first of all, I'm so happy with my name because Baiba is just everyone's like, is that your artist name? I was like, no, that's my real name. And I just love it so much. And also with time, it came like, oh, your classes is such a vibe. And I was like, oh, vibes with vibes. And it just makes sense, you know? So it wasn't something that I made up. It just kind of came along the way. And then it's always, everyone just first thing they will say, like, you have so much energy, you are so positive, this. And also that builds my brand. Those are things that people connect me with. So think of also what you can build that you're gonna be memorable. Like, oh, like her, I don't know, she always wears these hats. Like, for example, Diego. Every class he has different hat. But it just makes sense. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, it makes sense. It's just, he has this character. So find something that like, and it doesn't need to be like, I need to now put all the details, dress like a coat or something. But find something that with time and time when people interact with you, they remember something about you, not just your name. So try to start building your thing, and it shouldn't be like 10 different things. You should focus at least like 2, max 3 things that like, okay, it's a strong brand that doesn't do everything. It does these 3 things and it just fits, you know? So yeah, also with the fashion, it's just because of the energy, positivity, I always wear colors. This is not the best example. I never usually wear black, but I didn't have time to change. But also just of that, I just love colors. I feel like, also pink hair. Like I was like, you know, this is how I feel. Authentically, I feel I'm gonna live all my life with pink hair because I cannot go back to blonde now. But it's just, I feel like, also with UDC when I was starting, they said, you're such a sunshine all the time. Because I was smiling in this. So it just comes along the way that it builds everything. And so think what you're wearing and how you show up is how you want people to receive you and remember you. So that also plays a role in your whole like character and in your brand. So that's a part of the fashion, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, incredible. So picking up off that, like you're saying that your vibes with vibes obviously became part of the branding. Like what other stuff for yourselves or individually do you think has assisted in your brand today?
What assists?
Assist in being a part of your brand today. So we got vibes with vibes. Does that make sense? Like, so what other things do you think you have picked? So, okay, for myself, it's like my dress sense isn't the greatest, very simple. As you can tell, I like Birkenstocks, but I am a hype man now. So that's been assisting my brand today, and that's also led into the dance.
Yeah.
What else has been a part of your brand?
I mean, definitely being the social person and bringing people together, giving the energy. So that's why I'm also here. I'm not even teaching this year. I was like, Carol, I just want to take classes. I'm here. He's like, no, if you're here, you're going to do our social media, because you just get people. It's not like, hi, what's your name? Can you tell? I'm going this, so they open up already because of my energy. They feel safe with it. So that also from my brand, I get to do also this type of stuff, which is also natural for me. It's not like, oh, okay, I need to practice, I need to try. So that comes, I think, also with it. And I'm also on the same page, a hype girl that is just, woo, all the time this. So yeah, that just comes with it. But naturally, again, it's not forced. So don't do it if you feel like I need to do it. Otherwise, it's not going to read, and you cannot fake those things for a longer time. It should be, something that naturally comes. So you don't even think of it. That's who you are. Rather, I entered the room and now I need to be like, hey, this like cool you girl, which you maybe inside are not. Maybe you're just more shy and you're forcing. So don't make your life that hard. Just be you, and whatever, naturally comes, that's who you are. So
yes. Yeah. I agree. That's great. I agree 100%. Like, I think for my brand, this is actually a perfect segue, because personally, I am actually way more shy than I come off. Like, I am more shy. I'm more like, you know what I mean? Like, I just grew up just that way. But outwardly, that's sort of how it came out. It just, like, if you were to take like a bunch of paint and just like throw it, that's how I felt as a child. Just like splattered paint on the wall, but my personality only really, when I was around like my people, like my folks, like that's when it really was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But it's like people literally like her that actually make me go like, oh, I see you. We speak the same language, even though we might speak it in different ways, literally, and also like, but we. Yes, I similarly look at her, I'm like, oh my God, I understand this person right away. A big thing about my brand, I think, was especially even with like my Instagram handle, it's Star on Stage, and that seems or sounds a little pretentious, like Star on Stage, But it's because in my sort of personal life, I be on the couch like this, like, you know what I mean? I be chilling. And when I get on that stage though, it's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like an alter ego for me. So it could be both for you, like how you carry yourself just truly and sincerely and honestly, or it could be something that lives inside of you that you just have to express. Because it's not fake for me, but I do have sort of a double-sided experience with it. Like my grandma is the one who gave me that name, and that's why it's my Instagram handle. But it really is like, yeah, it's my grandma. Like, my little star on stage. Like, literally. And so, yeah, you just have to believe in yourself. And now, when I get on a stage, I understand what I'm carrying with me, and it happens authentically, Yeah, branding, all of it's together. Yeah.
During these sessions, I do like to open up the space and see if you guys have any question for either of these two. So anyone got a question for them, whether it's about branding or just a question towards them individually? Anybody? Don't be afraid. Hi.
I have a question, but my English is not that.
It's okay. Try it. I got you. Neither is mine. My English is terrible.
I think that social media are good, but it's back to
So I'm just going to say the question into the mic so they have it. So I think the question is, have you ever received negative feedback from you before? Have you ever received negative feedback on social media, and how did you deal with it? That's a good question. Yeah.
I feel like, obviously, it's always going to be those bad comments from accounts that is not even real. But I think for me, what happened, so when all these like videos came out and went viral, so in Latvia, they also posted on media. And then on those like websites, all like 80% of the comments were bad. Just because Latvian people are so, they don't have nothing to do how sit on anonymously on internet and write things. And when someone achieves something, they want to bring you down because they just are jealous because they are not nowhere further than the couch, that they're sitting on. So I think that I took it a bit like damn, but this is my country. They are bringing me down, but I'm one of them. So it felt a bit like, why, this? But I was like, you know what? I think the world is bigger than Latvia, and I feel myself going further than letting this stop me. So I think it was just a switch in my mind, like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this affect me. And then from that on, you just go and kind of just whatever, because if they're talking bad, they're somewhere way behind you, not in front of you. So I think, it was just being aware that, okay, they wrote it, but I'm not gonna let this affect me or affect my mood or my mind or just my confidence to go on and keep doing it. So just don't let it get to you, because then you give your power away to them. But who are they, So don't give your power away. Keep it to yourself. You achieved already something, and there's gonna be always people who just wanna bring you down. But you have the power to not let that affect you, okay?
Yes. Yeah, we all experience this, whether it is like from anonymous accounts or, the masses. I think for me, like, I really despise bullies. I hate bullies. If there's one thing that I would say I hate, like literally that word, it's bullies. I think bullies have nothing better to do with their time but to just misery loves company. So if they're miserable, they want you to feel the same about yourself. And sadly, sometimes it kind of works. So it's our job to actually make sure that we don't allow misery to start to like seep into our bloodstream. Because, especially on social media, like I have a smart mouth. So like, I don't like it when people like, I get comments like gay or like throw up emojis and stuff like that with my fashion. Like not mostly with like dance stuff, it hasn't happened as much, but particularly with how I express myself, I see that stuff, and how I respond to it, if it's just like something there that like just are not used to it, they don't understand it, they're ignorant to it, so be it. Now, if they say something that I feel like is really harmful and detrimental, I will respond. I will respond and I'll say, actually, I really love this outfit. A lot of other people love it as well. Look at the numbers. And I would challenge you to maybe find your personal style, But, and I say it with a smile because I actually really do mean what I'm saying. But it's like the energy you took to type that out, you could have just went in the closet and just tried something else on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really do believe in that. And whether something is my taste or not, I will always commend and applaud someone making a choice, always. So a lot of people on social media, if they don't like it, they think it's wrong. But it's like, no, it's just someone else's choice and someone else's self-expression. So, kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness. Ask them, try it out. Give it a go. See how it works for you,
There's a very British saying you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. So, meaning like you're not going to be everyone's flavor or anything like that. So when you put something out, expect not to be liked by everyone. Have that expectation, because like everything is an opinion in life, whether it's fashion,
yes.
whether it's whatever. So if you put something out there, expect it, but then also it doesn't really matter because it's your choice to put it out there. It's your brand. It's your whatever it is.
I have one more thing to add to that. It's from a mentor, and he said, his name's Wade Robson. He said, while you're creating.
Sorry, can I pause? Hands up if you know who Wade Robson is. Oh, do your homework. Wade, W-A-D-E. I see people with notebooks. Robson. Is it Robinson or Robson?
Robson. R-O-B-S-O-N. Yeah. Wow.
Wow. That's a whole, yeah.
That's a whole different thing. But he said something, and he said, like, create. And while others are making opinions about what you created, go create the next thing. Yeah. So you make it, you put it out. Other people are going to critique it, but they are not even brave enough to create it themselves. So put it out, let them decide if they like it or not. But after you've done it, you're like, okay, you give it up, you give it away, you give it away. Yeah.
I personally love when it's those Instagram accounts that have no picture, that are making the bad comments, and you're like, you don't even have a profile picture. What is going on here? Like, it's hilarious. But yeah, great question. Anyone else? Hi. So how do you deal with the aftermath of like a massive event or an occurrence or job? How do you deal with the downtime afterwards? Because we're all going to experience it this week.
Yeah, after yeah,
Well,
I
we're all
cannot
every
wait.
single one of us here are going to go home on Sunday, and we're all going to kind of go.
No, for real.
So, what's your advice, or how have you dealt with?
Well, it's definitely a good amount of sleep to to catch up on some of that, but just being also having a time off to process everything and just let your body reset, recharge, because this does take a lot of energy, and it's not a bad thing, but it's just be aware you need that time in between to reset and recharge before you go into the next thing. And I remember when I was starting and going camps, and I was going back home so excited and so motivated and inspired, and for like week I'm this, but then the people around are not on the same page, and it does kind of start bring you down. I'm like, come on guys, are you not like? But that's because they didn't experience it, and they're jealous because you did experience it. You're just too hype and too excited. So slowly it does take away your energy, and I was like, no. So then you start choosing your environment, and if it means that I rather not be around people and still being excited and inspired, I would choose that than allowing, them to take away the energy. But for me, I learned from last year that I think August is the most intense month of the year because of all the camps are in August. I mean, June, July is also fine. During the year, 2 camps in a month, something. August, from camp to camp. And I remember last year, I think it was Fair Play first, and then straight to AGI. HDI, no day in between, and then another camp. So I was like, no, I got this. I'm Baiba, I have energy. And I remember I went to HDI with no break, and I felt I'm so empty that I have nothing to give. I have no energy to interact, and I just don't want to go out of my room because I felt empty. And I was like, this is not good. Like, that's not me, and I don't want to, not to represent, but I don't want to go out there and not be Baiba who they expect or who they know who I am. And also, I usually take all the classes or most of it because that's how I love training. I love to still be a student. And then I was like, you know what? I think I need to take this day off and just, let my body, because we expect from our body so much, but then do we actually give him the fuel or just the time to actually recharge and reset, rather just pulling everything out and being like, yeah, let's go. You push, and then you just burn out because he's saying like, I cannot do this anymore, right? So just try to be always aware, like, of course we need to push ourselves and all this, but there is a point where like, okay, no, I do need to reset, a little step back, so then I can push again, right? So that's what I learned. I need at least a day off, just that I have time with myself, with no one around, because I'm naturally giving energy away, and without expecting, I'm not gonna pull it back. I'm just gonna give, because that's how I communicate, exchange. But then I was like, okay, a day off. I'm not gonna call anyone. I'm not gonna use my phone. I just need a day that my body's like, calm down, and then I go back up, right? So just find what works for you. That works for me, and I don't think there's depression. It's a bit going down because of you go from 100, like everyone around, 600 people, and then you go being alone. But this is so fine, and this is so needed. So it's just you understand the process why you need it, and then it just helps to recharge with it. Yeah.
Yep. Recharge. My grandma also told me like, you can never fill your car up while it's driving. When you go get gas, you have to stop, and that is how you fill the tank. Imagine literally trying to fill your car up with gas as you're still on the go. Like, it's not possible, and there's a reason for that. So trust it and listen to that. I also personally, like, when I'm in the moment, in the room, at the camp, it's just like give. I'm meeting so many new people, so many new faces, connecting, and I absolutely love connecting. So sometimes you just don't realize that afterwards you don't even realize it actually. Yeah. You're just pouring, and you guys are doing the same. Like, you're meeting so many people in one little time period. You just have to find those times and those spaces to like this is my moment. You know what I mean? Like, this is mine. And if you can be clear and specific about them, even, this might sound a little like, not great, but I'll just say it because I think it's true. If you were meeting like 10 people for lunch every single day, maybe on that Tuesday, you're just like, I want to go to the park and have my lunch just with the trees. I know you're here, you need to connect, and you want to make sure you make friends while you're here, but you still have to take care of yourself. So think about what one specific thing that you can do that is just for you, from you to you, like a gift. And if you could do that, maybe it'll soften the blow a little bit.
Your grandma is a very wise lady, by the way. Can we just say that? Your grandma, she's great.
Grandma don't play.
Grandma don't play.
I think also for myself, the moment is in the evening in shower. You just stand and you kind of like wash everything off. And you're like, whew, I experienced a lot, but there's so much to come next day. So just think of, if you are more intentionally aware of it, the process digs deeper into your body and mind, and it helps. Whether you just, shower, and you think in your mind about tomorrow or something else, take this moment. It's 5 minutes. It sounds so little, but it can give you so much of just finish the day, go sleep, recharge, reset, and you are ready for the new day. And it's just such a little thing that we all do. I hope we all go shower in the evening, yeah. But just in your mind, be more mindful about those things and take the moment for yourself and just, enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes.
Speaking as a camp taker, afterwards, don't wait for the next camp. Live your life and continue pushing forward with everything that you take away from today. So when you go home, don't be like, I can't already wait for like August 2025. That's a year away. That's a year of opportunities. So allow yourself to enjoy that journey open to that point, and when it comes, it comes. Because I know it. I've gone home from camps being like, I already can't wait for like February 2022. And like, that's 7 months away. There's so much more to do. And then you just kind of go into a little depression. You're like, oh no, but like, allow it. Yeah? Cool? Great question. One more question from you guys, and then I'm gonna flip the switch. I'm gonna ask you guys to ask them a question. So I'll let them ask the last one to allow you a minute to think. Go, hi.
First off, I'm still overcoming it as we speak. And that's a big part of it, is that it never stops. You don't reach a place where your personality or self-expression is like, like if you feel that about yourself, my advice is to know, similar to the last question, know where you need to place yourself and your energy. Like when I teach, like I know I'm going to be exhausted. I just know, because it's like, imagine one person and I care so much about this, like I just pour it all. And if it's hundreds of people, which this is, it is quite pouring. And so after that, like I take my dinners and I do my thing in the hot tub. You know what I'm saying? But more specifically about the personality thing, things that I really do it through my self-expression, to be honest. Like, I love meeting new people, but I am like a cat. I'm more of a cat than I am a dog. So for me, like, there's so much love. Oh, this is so hard to explain, but I'm gonna do my best, okay? As a shy person, I always challenge myself to do these things. What I'll do is I'll go, okay, there's this person here that is really inspiring to me. I don't wanna interrupt their lunch. I don't wanna interrupt their thing, and but finding, you feel this? Yes, I know you, literally. You're like, I don't want, right? And you have to find a moment. You can do it, and you should do it, but you have to find the moment to do it. So it's not about like being like, hey, what's your favorite color? Hi. It's not that. Like, it's more so like, okay, I know that I want to speak to this person, so you just kind of think about it in your mind, like, oh, this seems like a more chill moment. Maybe I can just say like, I just want to say thank you for class, or you just really inspire me. Telling yourself, sometimes you have to kind of program it. It's still being your authentic self, but sometimes you have to like challenge yourself to do it, especially if you're one of those that would be like, I'm not gonna do it at all. because you should do it. You really should do it. And then little by little, you'll get more comfortable with it and find out your approach to meet new people, to speak to the people who inspire you. But yeah, that's my advice. Just sometimes you're like, okay, like me, I'll literally be like, okay, cool, here we go. All right. Hey, you know what I mean? Like I dead ass, like I do that. So yeah, I think it's very normal. I think it's very human. And you might even be, no?
No,
She's like, yeah, no. Energy, I love that.
myself and Baiba are two opposites. We're like, hi, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite dog? Like, which is equally just, yeah. Do you like dogs? No, sorry. Yeah, cool. Do you have a question for them at all? Anything in your mind while you're thinking of a question for them? I hope you're taking everything in and really noting down what they're saying, and I hope you're finding some benefits in the wise words they're giving you about branding, social media, and even dealing with certain situations after. Yeah, thank you all for joining us. You got a question? I'm trying to stall, but I'm running out of words. I could chat all day, but I don't think it'd be relevant.
I mean, you can ask them what they take away from today, what comes in their mind.
Okay, what have you taken away from today? Anybody? Yeah, this is for you to answer.
Nothing, okay.
Nothing. Cool. Glad conversation went really well. Nobody's taking. It could be a one-word answer. Hi. Consciousness of taking a shower. Washing away, like good shower, soap. Yes.
Maybe like realizing that everybody goes through that stuff. Like it's not
Yes. Anything else? Anyone else? This is your session. Hi. Yeah. And she's like, self-love. In case anyone didn't hear, self-love. It's so important to keep that for yourself. Cherished. Nice. Rob, have you got any question for them?
I do. And I definitely want to see more hands than that because, and I'm not even criticizing you, but I'm just like going to keep it real with y'all. Like, we're here and we are part of this. And if you're even in my class, like I'm really big on that. Like, you're a part of it. You don't always have to speak. Like, there's a lot you can learn from just witnessing. But I guarantee you, there's more going on up in that brain for the majority of us. So just challenge yourself, do the little walk around like I just did, and say, okay, I'm gonna share something. So my question for you guys is, and it could be something that you like or love about yourself. What do you love about yourself?
Huh?
Say it.
Kindness.
Yes.
Good answer. Anyone else? Go. You take things to another level with it. Like you enjoy that you're managed to go dive further into situations and conversations than what needs to be. Yeah, but that's what you value for yourself.
Where's your birthday?
23rd of May.
What is
May.
it, Gemini? I think it's
Is-
Gemini, okay. You sound like a Pisces. Like you sound like, and I'm a crybaby. Like I'm a Cancer. I like you sound like that. So maybe there's something else going on in there. But
Maybe her rising or her settling or something to go over the moon.
Yeah.
The cow jumps to the moon. Anyone else?
And y'all should love more about yourself.
Yeah, this is taking.
like, y'all
Yeah.
don't, like yeah.
I should be like, whoa, guys, calm down. Like, not this much love right now. I'm kind of like, oh, we need to sit more. Hi.
Maybe not 110%, but I always like to develop my skills.
So you like to keep yourself to a high standard and learn more. Incredible. Beautiful. Yes. Kindness. 100%. Beautiful. Well, guys. Yeah? No?
No, you were raising your hand.
Anyone else had their hand right? Oh, hi. Being human. Oh, that's a great one. Being human is so important. We good? On that note, oh, hi.
Yeah.
100%. And let's make clap for that because we all make mistakes every day. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Hannah Montana. Yeah, hi.
Oh, I really liked your job. You were doing such a great things on this
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, so Rob's class will be starting soon, so I think we're gonna have to wrap this booth session, unfortunately, but can you please put your hands together and make some noise, show that love to none other than Robert Green and Baiba Klints. Thank you very much for joining us, guys, and I hope you took a lot away about branding, about self-love, and just have a beautiful week. We've got many more installed. Have a absolutely wonderful day. Thank you, team. Bye.
Yeah, that's great. Team. Love that. Yes, yes.